Oh, that's the one that's in contention. Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Louis Robbins Durant.
Mr. Stacey?
Louis Robbins Durant.
Durand. Okay, thank you. Okay, you have two warrants out of Pima County Justice Court. One on a shoplifting case, the other one on a drug paraphernalia and trespassing case. $100 bonds. Attorney Adam Waters is appointed to represent you. You're going to be seen on that on Monday on video at 1 o'clock. You have a bunch of cases in Tucson City Court. These are all cases that you've been seen on before. All of them in warrant status, various charges, trespassing, paraphernalia, etc. And oh, and you have a probation hold as well. So bond on your city court cases, 500. City public defender appointed with video review August 28th, 1:45. Oh, this is blue. Okay, you're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Hector Ray Hoover.
Hoover. Okay. Okay, you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. No firearms or other weapons. Do not have contact of any kind with Elizabeth Duarte and stay away from her home and workplace. You are released on your own recognizance. You get a one-time return visit, by the way, with a police escort to get your belongings. And your court date at Pima County Justice Court is September 2nd, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, what's your name?
Ernesto Gas.
Okay, you're charged with domestic violence interfering with judicial proceedings. I'm going to order that you not possess any firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs, do not commit any acts of domestic violence. You are not to have any kind of contact with Bernice Ogas. Stay away from her home and workplace and obey the order of protection. Bond is set in the amount of 500. Attorney John Illis is appointed to represent you. Your court date is August 28th at 8:30. If you post the bond, get there in person. If not, you'll be seen on video. You're excused. You are muted, so you're talking and I can't hear you.
May I get contemporary?
He's not gonna listen to you.
Why not? I need a lawyer.
Diplomatic.
Hello, what's your name?
Timothy Schultz.
Yep, got it. You got a couple warrants shoplifting on cases from Tucson City Court. Bond is set at $100. Attorney Adam Waters is appointed to represent you on these. And you're going to be seen on Monday at 1 p.m. Pima County Justice Court. You have several cases in Tucson City Court. You've already been seen on those. Your prior conditions of release remain in effect. Bond is set at $500. And your court date at City Court is August 28th at 1:45. Video review. City Public Defender is reappointed. You're excused. Hello, your name?
Calderon Radu. Good God. My God.
Spell your last name.
Dalderon, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir, as of today, you're charged with shoplifting, trespassing, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You were cited in February of last year with criminal trespass, and you failed to appear on that matter.
Criminal trespass where?
And trespassing also from July of this year. You are being held by the city of Marana on another misdemeanor case. I'm releasing you on these charges in Tucson City Court. I'm appointing the city public defender to represent you, assuming you're still in custody from Marana. I'm setting a non-transport review for October 16th, 9 o'clock at Tucson City Court. The public defender will be representing you. They will be in court, and it is unlikely that you will be there. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
Adriana Curzon.
I'm sorry, Adriana what?
Curzon, Curzon.
As of today, you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, 2 counts, and domestic violence criminal damage. You're also charged with driving under the influence, not having mandatory insurance, and no current vehicle registration. October 10th of 2023, you were charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. And let's see what happened. Looks like you had some phase to appear on this. The older case, you already have conditions of release. They're still in effect. On the newer cases, don't drive without a valid driver's license, do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons, do not have contact of any kind with Fabian Ballesteros or Maria MacArthur, and stay away from their homes and workplaces, except you get a one-time return visit with a law enforcement officer to get your belongings. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. The city public defender is appointed. If you're still in custody, you're going to be seen on video September 3rd at 1:30. If you bond out, it'll still be the same date and time at Tucson City Court, but you should be there in person. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Eduardo Duarte.
Moment. Mr. Duarte, you're charged with aggravated assault, temporary but substantial disfigurement, and I'll waive the reading of the other charge. The state is recommending that I release you to pretrial services. You are not to have contact of any kind with Emily Duarte or the other Eduardo. You are not to go to their homes and her workplace, if any. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. Will release you the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. The county public defender is appointed to represent you, and your court date is September 11th at 1:30. You're excused. Okay, while we're waiting for the next person, we can discuss Jewish.
You want us to sit on side?
Yeah, you can take him away for just a few.
Just go sit right here.
Okay, there's a request.
Judge, I do believe I need to withdraw my request.
Okay.
Mr. Goodman did point out that it does need to be a voluntary waiving, and I have not discussed him volunteering. It's just that as you know, Judge, it's been almost 3 weeks, so that's why I wanted to get things started.
It hasn't been 3 weeks. It's been a little over a week.
From the 9th, from August 9th?
The 10th, or I believe he was scheduled for the morning of the 10th.
Can you all, I'm gonna do as you request, and you all discuss that in private. I don't need to hear all that. So we'll continue him to tomorrow. He's unavailable. And that's it. We can see the next person now. Hello, what's your name?
Carlos Jose Soto.
I'm sorry, say again.
Carlos Jose Soto.
Carlos. Okay, thank you. All right, sir, you are charged with theft of means of transportation. I'm going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident locations. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. The state is recommending a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted, we'll hear from the defense.
Judge, we're asking for that Mr. Soto is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a substantially lower bond. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson, and this and his other recent charge are both nonviolent.
Okay, we'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, his violent prior has some age to it, but that's only because he did 10.5 years on that, and then is now on felony probation and essentially has committed some form of another theft-related offense. So that's why the state's recommending the $10,000 bond, given again that he's on probation.
Okay, thank you. $10,000, September 2nd, 1:30, public defender appointed. Sir, you're excused.
I'll give it.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. We'll right behind you.
Edward?
This way.
Hello, what is your name?
Edward Gilder.
You've got both felony and misdemeanor charges. You're charged with possession, dangerous drugs, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Those are the felonies. The state's moving to dismiss those. So dismissal is without prejudice, meaning it could be refiled at a future date. You also have some Houston City Court misdemeanors. You were charged back in August of last year with trespassing and criminal damage. And these are in warrant status. You failed to appear back in February of this year. You were charged back in October of last year with trespassing and drug paraphernalia. You failed to appear on that one as well. And the one that you have not yet been seen on before now, trespassing, paraphernalia, false reporting to law enforcement. This is from March of this year, and you failed to appear on your court date in April. Will order no contact with any alleged victims, no return to any incident locations, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. You want to tell me why you failed to appear?
I wasn't able to get a vehicle.
Since you
I was trying.
had an attorney at some point, did you not?
Yes, I did. I was working on my stuff and I just didn't get it all squared away.
Okay.
But you did see that he's being held without bond currently on another felony matter.
Another felony.
Is that for your warrant?
Okay.
He'll be seen in Superior Court on that. He basically failed to appear for a change of plea hearing on a different matter.
Hold on a minute. Oh, he's got a felony hold. Okay. Yes, I actually did see that. Okay, sir, I'm gonna reappoint the city public defender on the misdemeanors and not guilty on the new charge. I've noted that you're being held on a felony case. I'm releasing you on this misdemeanor charge. It's gonna be a non-transport review, October 16th, 9 a.m. You probably will not be there, but the public defender appointed to you will be there. Okay, you're excused.
Ricardo? Have a seat, sir. Your Honor, this is the Spanish speaker.
Okay, thank you.
Interpreters present.
All right. Okay, what's your name, sir?
Diga su
Ricardo,
nombre, señor.
Ricardo Marín Martínez.
Ricardo Marín Martínez.
Puedes mirar.
Okay, sir, you are charged with fraudulent schemes and artifices.
Bueno, señor, se le han presentado cargos de esquemas y artífices fraudulentos.
I'm ordering that you not have contact with the alleged victims, do not return to any Home Depot store.
Le voy a pedir, se le prohíbe tener contacto con cualquier víctima o regresar a cualquier tienda Home Depot.
Do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs.
Se le prohíbe portar o consumir drogas o alcohol.
Okay, the state's recommendation is that release you the supervision of pretrial services. I'll follow that recommendation.
El Estado está recomendando que yo lo libere bajo la supervisión de los servicios preprocesales y voy a cumplir con esa recomendación.
Your next court date is September 11th at 1:30, and the public defender will represent you.
Su siguiente audiencia es el 11 de septiembre a la 1:30 de la tarde y el defensor público lo va a representar.
You're excused, sir.
Está libre de retirarse, señor.
Ok, gracias.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Moreno?
Hello, what's your name?
Hola, ¿qué es su nombre?
Gustavo Antonio Moreno Zelaya.
Gustavo Antonio Moreno Zelaya.
Okay.
Bien,
One moment.
un momento.
You're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage.
Se le presentó el cargo de violencia doméstica, daños delictuosos.
I will order that you not commit any further acts of domestic violence.
Se le ordena que se le prohíbe cometer cualquier otro acto de violencia doméstica.
And I am going to release you with that condition.
Y lo voy a liberar bajo esa condición.
Your court date at Pima County Justice Court is September 2nd at 10:30 a.m.
Su audiencia en el tribunal del Juzgado de Paz del Condado de Pima será el 2 de septiembre a las 10:30 de la mañana.
You're excused.
Está libre de retirarse.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Your Honor, I believe that's the last Spanish interpreter. Don't know if it's been verified.
Okay.
I believe so, Judge.
No, there's
Oh.
one more in the house.
Oh, there's one more in the House section.
One more.
Very good.
Okay.
I'll stand by.
Thank you.
Next to you.
Yes.
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Michael Gabriel Barcelo.
Barcelo. Okay. Mr. Barcelo, you are charged with aggravated driving under the influence or being in actual physical control while under the influence. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not drive without a valid driver's license.
Okay.
It has been pointed out that you have a pending driving, a misdemeanor driving under the influence. The state's recommending $5,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Barcelo is released to pretrial services or a lower bond if you're not inclined. He is fully employed. He's scheduled to work all weekend. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has no felony priors.
Thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honors, we recommended the bond based on the recent pending DUI case he incurred out of justice court.
All right, thank you. Apparently, your license is suspended. How are you going to get to work?
His mother is going to provide transportation, Judge.
Okay, I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. Again, don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Your next court date is September 11th, and that will be at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused. Hello, what's your name? Okay. Okay, you have felony and misdemeanor charges. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. The charges listed are possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. The warrant lists a $50,000 bond. That's what the state is recommending, along with pretrial services supervision, if that bond is posted. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, he's going to be held on a couple of other matters, it looks like. So we're asking for a $5,000 bond for time credit. And it appears, Judge, that he hasn't had police contact other than today for over 5 years. So we're asking for a lower bond for time credit.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I don't believe that's accurate, given that he likes to use, I believe, his brother's identity, and that's what he was seen on this morning for a drug case that I dismissed. And the jail essentially found out who he was when they ran his prints. He's been evading his 2 probation matters for the past 6 years. He committed this while on probation, so I'd imagine that's why the grand jury, at least at the time, the judge authorized that bond to be set. So the state's asking for the court to affirm that bond in setting his arraignment, Judge.
All right, thank you. Yes, you do have a probation hold. We'll order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident location. 50,000. Your court date is August 29th at 1:30. The legal defender is appointed. And your misdemeanor case, you're charged with false reporting to law enforcement. We'll note the other holds. I'm not holding you on this misdemeanor. You got court date of September 2nd at 8:30, and that's at Pima County Justice Court. They should be checking to see that you're in custody and move that as necessary. You're excused.
We need this for you.
Oh, you both?
Good evening. What is your name?
Jean Marie Folksville.
Okay. You've got several matters in different courts. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. Charges listed there: dangerous drug possession or use, narcotic drug possession or use, drug paraphernalia, aggravated driving under the influence. Two of them. Bond on the warrant is listed at $1,000. That's what the state is requesting. You also have a new complaint, felony complaint, possession of a dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. And there the state is asking for a $1,000 bond and steps. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Foltzbell is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a much lower bond. She is disabled and she's a lifelong resident of Tucson. And these charges are also identified as non-violent.
Okay. We will.
And I'm so sorry, Judge, if I may one more. She's also currently in treatment.
Okay. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I would just note it's primarily due to the failure to appear history. She's been failing to appear at a Tucson City Court since 2022.
Okay. On your Superior Court matter, no alcohol or drugs, don't return to the incident location. Pretrial services supervision will set bond in the amount of 500. Court date there is August 29th at 1:30. On the new complaint, also no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't return to location. And step, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna read a statement to you, followed up by a question. Answer the question, yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested? And I'm reading this because it's printed out. This is not a promise, by the way. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I'm releasing you on this case, putting.
Which I would urge you not to do that. I would ask for a nominal bond so they would know to transport her to the
Okay, got it.
STEPS hearing.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree, Judge. Thank you.
$100 bond. Step hearing is September 2nd at 9. Preliminary hearing is September 2nd at 1:30. The public defender is appointed. As to your misdemeanor case, you were charged with trespassing and disorderly conduct. And no probable cause state. When for not guilty plea, don't have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. We will note the felony hold and that you're in steps. And we will set a non-transport review for for October 16th, 9 o'clock, and that will be at Tucson City Court. The public defender will be representing you and they will be present at the hearing. You most likely will not be present. All right, you are excused. Hello, what is your name?
Rich Garcia.
Mr. Garcia, you have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. The charges are dangerous drug violation, narcotic drug, 2 counts of narcotic drug violation, and drug paraphernalia. Bond on the warrant is listed at $5,000. That's what the state is requesting as well with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. At a minimum, we're going to order no alcohol or drugs and no return to the incident location. And we'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Garcia is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a substantially lower bond on both matters. He is self-employed. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson, and he lives with his mother.
All right. Oh, yeah, he's got a new complaint. These are also felonies. Narcotic drug for sale, and drug paraphernalia. And on that one, the state is asking for $10,000 with pretrial services supervision. Okay, we'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I would just note his several prior felony convictions, 3 of which are sales related. He's already been to prison on. He's got the warrant for sales. And then in addition, again, as the court notes, the new complaint involving drug possession for sale. So that would be the basis for the state's recommendations.
All right, thank you. On the Superior Court matter, 5,000 pretrial services supervision and posted. August 29th, 1:30, legal advocate appointed. On the new matter, no alcohol or drugs, don't return to the incident location, don't have contact with your co-defendant. Bond on that matter is also set at 5,000 with pretrial services supervision. September 2nd, 1:30, legal advocate appointed. You're excused.
Sales.
Hello, what's your name?
Daniel Gonzalez.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, you're charged with theft of means of transportation, 4 counts, and class 3 felony theft, class 3 felony theft, class 6 felony trafficking in stolen property in the 2nd degree. No, alcohol. Oh, okay. That was an error. Okay, we're gonna order no contact with alleged victims, no return to incident locations, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. State's asking for $25,000 in bonds with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Gonzalez is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, to substantially lower bond. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. Pretrial services identified these charges as nonviolent, and he has confirmed housing with his father.
Give me a moment here. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I would note the violent offense he's currently on probation for, that he
Don't say-
previously posted a $30,000 bond in order to be released on that prior matter before he was sentenced to probation. And it's given the 25,000 is based on the number of vehicles, as well as the notes in the interim complaint regarding the substantial value of the items taken that were belonging, I believe, to the sheriff's department, and the types of items that were taken, during the course of these incidences. So that's why the state's recommending the $25,000 bond.
All right, thank you. 25,000, September 2nd, 1:30, public defender appointed. And you're excused.
Yeah.
Hello, what is your name?
Claudiana Obregón.
Okay. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court listing a charge of dangerous drug violation. State's recommending $500 bond per the warrant with pretrial service supervision. If posted, you also have a new complaint, possession of a narcotic drug. For distribution. And then after we get done with those misdemeanor in city court, the recommendation on the new felony charge is 10,000 with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Obregón is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a much lower bond. Pretrial services identified these charges as nonviolent, and looking at her history right here, she also appears to have a nonviolent history. She's disabled. She has doctor's appointments that she has to get to within the next couple weeks, and she's a lifelong resident of Tucson.
We'll hear from the state.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to a lower bond, at least on the newer case, Judge. It's just that she's been failing to appear since 2024 for the 3 separate misdemeanor cases that she ultimately incurred that last year.
Okay, thank you. On the Superior Court matter 500, pretrial services, August 29th, 1:30, public defender appointed. On the new felony, no alcohol or drugs, no return to the location, no contact with co-defendant Richard Garcia. And I think I forgot to mention one of his conditions is no contact with her as well. Bond on this one is set at 500 as well. September 2nd, 1:30. Pretrial services supervision if posted. And the misdemeanor cases, Tucson City Court. Note the felony holds. You were cited back in April of 2024 with possession of drug paraphernalia. There's a failure to appear on that. You were cited with drug paraphernalia back in May of 2024. You failed to appear on that one as well. And you were cited for possession of drug paraphernalia February of 2024, also failure to appear. So similar provisions, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't go back to the incident location. Or enter not guilty pleas. Despite your failure to appear at city court, I am going to release you. I will appoint the city public defender to represent you on these misdemeanors. I've noted the felony holds. And there will be a non-transfer date, October 16th at 9 a.m.
So that we held on bond.
You will
Easily.
not be in attendance. However, your city public defender will be there in court advocating for you. Okay, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, city.
Is this next with the Spanish speaker, Your Honor? It's the last one.
I do not know.
No, I think it's one of the hows, right? Do you know which one it is?
It's Mr. Navas Chacon. He's a housed misdemeanor. We haven't seen any of the housed people yet. I'm Judge, if we can get just one moment, please.
Who is this?
Marilyn. Marilyn Vicuña.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. We're ready, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cunha. You're charged with arson of an occupied structure, 2 counts. One a class 2 felony, the other class 4 felony, and then criminal damage. The state is recommending a $25,000 bond with pretrial services. At a minimum, we're going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, no acts of domestic violence, do not have contact of any kind with Patricia Reese, and stay away from her home and workplace. State's asking for $25,000. Let's hear from defense counsel. Oh, and don't possess any matches, lighters, torches, or other fire starting devices. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Vicuña is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to substantially lower bond. She was identified by pretrial as a level 1, which, as you know, is the lowest supervision needs. She's fully employed. She's been a server at the same restaurant for about a year. She's lived in Tucson for the past 10 years. She has no criminal history other than these current charges. She has confirmed housing with her sister, and she has an appointment with Kodak for mental health services.
Okay, thank you. $25,000 September 2nd, 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused, ma'am.
Sit down.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Your Honor, Paul Matichek.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You're charged with use of electronic communications to threaten. Will order no contact with the alleged victims. Stay away from their workplaces, residences, incident location. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You have a felony hold. And on this misdemeanor case, bond is set at 500. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. Not guilty plea. Video review is scheduled for August 29th at 1:45. If you bond out, it'll be in person September 23rd at 9:30.
Your Honor,
And
just out of,
Tucson City Court.
do you have my bond for my other case for the felony? Is that in front of you by any chance?
No, it is not.
Okay.
I did not see that you were being held on anything other than these misdemeanor cases.
Oh, that's it?
However, well, there was a notation of a felony hold.
$1,000 bond?
Let me,
Okay, Your Honor, I've got a question. So I was actually trying to get into I forgot the site people here.
Right, that.
oh yeah, okay, you do have a Superior Court hold, 1,000, okay.
Oh,
So
Okay.
talk to your attorney.
You have an
Okay.
attorney to talk to your attorney.
okay, great. So $1,500 total, right?
500 on these misdemeanors and then the other bond on the felony.
Okay, great. Thank you. I know it's that low. Thank you.
Oh, it's a city.
Your Honor, this is the Spanish speaker.
Okay. What's your name?
Sí. Jaime Gerardo Nava Chacón.
Jaime Gerardo, ¿qué Chacón?
Nava Chacón.
Nava Chacón.
Okay, thank you. You. I'll omit reading the charges.
No voy a leer los cargos.
Is this gentleman being held on anything other than these misdemeanor cases from Tucson City Court?
No, you're on.
Está preguntando si usted está detenido para algún otro caso, además del Tribunal Municipal de Tucson, que son delitos menores, y respondió que no.
Okay. Is there an immigration hold?
¿Acaso lo está pidiendo inmigración? Y dice que no.
Okay.
Sir? She was whether there was an immigration law. Okay. Did the jail hear my question?
Yes, Judge, there's no immigration hold.
Not. Okay, thank you. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. I am ordering that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you have absolutely no contact with the alleged victims, and that you not return to the incident location. Your court date is September 23rd at 9:30, and that will be at Tucson City Court.
Bueno, lo voy a liberar bajo su promesa de regresar al proceso. Le voy a ordenar que se le prohíbe portar drogas ilegales o alcohol y se le prohíbe regresar al sitio del incidente. Su siguiente audiencia es el 23 de septiembre a las 2:30 de la tarde en el Tribunal Municipal de Tucson.
I'm also ordering that you not leave the state of Arizona without the court's permission.
También estoy ordenando que se le prohíbe salir del estado de Arizona sin el permiso del juez.
You're excused.
Está libre de retirarse.
Thank you.
Okay. And may interpreter be excused, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Right.
And I assume Hudson is still unavailable?
Yes,
Okay.
I've still got some other files.
Howdy, Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
Roman Soriano, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
There.
You were charged with a misdemeanor assault with injury. You are being held on a felony matter. Bond on the misdemeanor is set in the amount of 250. Do not have contact with the alleged victim, which means you don't initiate contact. Attorney Nicholas Brereton is appointed to represent you. And we're going to set a video review for Monday, the 25th at 1 p.m. And that's it. Do it. You're excused.
May I address the court, Your Honor?
Well, that depends. Don't talk about the fact of your case.
Understood.
It is advisable. I would advise you to save any questions that you have for your lawyer, sir.
Okay, I just it's not about the case, it's just about bond. Maybe
Judge, if I could get just a moment to talk to him,
Sure.
Judge. It's okay. Okay, hold on. Judge, I don't know anything about Mr. Soriano's case, but he's saying that he would like to not have a bond so that when the other matter that he's being held on is resolved, that he won't have something else holding him.
That should be something you should address with your attorney on your justice court matter, sir. I am going to hold you on a bond with this one.
So
Hello.
this is
What do you have an arrest warrant out of Maricopa County Superior Court. The charge is misconduct involving weapons. This warrant lists a bond of 500. And apparently
so we're just listening now. Okay. Okay. Just
here, I gotta get some additional light on this. This warrant was issued, looks like last week. Bond is set in the amount of 500 per the warrant. Next review hearing is September 26, 9 o'clock. If you manage to post the bond, you should get in touch with the Maricopa County Superior, the legal defender is appointed. So you can ask them those kind of questions. Okay, September 26, 9 o'clock, legal defender appointed. You're excused.
Still here? Continue.
Okay, let's look at Jake. Man, I have it. I don't remember.
Hello, what's your name?
Caleb William David Jakey, Your Honor.
All right, let's see. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. The charges listed are burglary in the 3rd degree, criminal damage, 2 other burglaries in the 3rd degree, and another criminal damage. The warrant lists the bond of $15,000. That's what the state is requesting as well. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. I'm also going to order no contact with the alleged victims, stay away from the incident locations. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. We'll hear from defense counsel as to the bond request.
Judge, he is being held on a couple of other matters, so we're asking for a nominal bond for time credit. Judge, he was identified by pretrial services as disabled and that these charges are nonviolent. And if I could just point the court's attention that these do appear to be recent issues. So we're asking for a nominal bond for time credit.
Okay. All right, so he's being held on probation violation. Yeah. Let's see. Jakey. Okay, we'll hear from the state.
So that's correct, Judge. He's held on the probation violation, but he actually has a bond on that one. He's got 2 additional pending cases. I'd imagine the 2 subsequent cases were given nominal bonds for time credit purposes. But he did commit this specific case while on that probation. Not only is the probation case similar, but the 2 subsequent cases are for similar offenses. So we ask the court to affirm that bond that was issued, Judge.
All right, thank you. $15,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted August 29th, 1:30, public defender appointed. You're excused.
Oh, we're good. Okay.
Did Hernandez refuse again?
That's what I'm told. Again? Okay.
Yeah, he was set for this morning, Your Honor, when I had eyes this morning.
Oh. Okay. We'll see if he's in a better mood tomorrow morning. Okay, have a good evening.
Have a good night, guys. Have a good night.